Hello everyone, I am UnsungNPC back here with another class video for Pathfinder Kingmaker. Today we are going to be looking at the Shaman class. Now this class is a modded class. It is available through the Call of the Wild mod on the Nexus, created by mod author Holic92. So if you're interested, stick around for this video, check it out. The Holic92 does some great work. I have a lot of their mods, if not all of them, and the links for those are in the description of this below this video. So stick around to see what this is all about. Now, I haven't played around with the Shaman too much. I'm not a big nature magic person. I like some supernatural stuff and a lot of arcane stuff. I'm not big on nature magic. I think it's really cool in practice, but I don't like the context of those characters like RP-wise. I don't like being like a nature person roleplay-wise, but I do think nature magic is pretty cool in itself. So I haven't played around with Shaman before, but I do know that there is a spirit warden, There is a spirit warden in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. If you've played the alpha or the beta, you know this. Camellia is a spirit warden. So we're going to take a look at all these and see what being a shaman is all about. So shamans, they get hexes like witches. The DC is affected by the wisdom modifier. They have a wandering spirit. Okay, so they have a spirit that you pick at first level, and you add spells granted by that spirit to your spell list. You also add hexes possessed by that spirit to the list of hexes you can use, and then you gain abilities later on. Wandering spirit. A shaman can form a bond with a spirit other than the one selected using her spirit class feature. She gains the spirit ability granted by the spirit. She also adds the spells. Okay, so she gets all of that. Again. Wandering Hex. A shaman can gain the use of one of the hexes possessed by either of the spirits. Can select another at 14th level. And then Wandering Hex. Okay. Cool. I guess that takes the place of the hex. Right, so you get these hex. A shaman can select from any of the following hexes or from any hexes listed in the description of her chosen spirit. And then the wandering hexes happen at these two levels to gain you access to both spirits. And then you also get magic, 4 spells up to 9th level. And you get a spirit animal that acts as an animal familiar, like a wizard's familiar. Okay. Cool. And then you get spirit magic. You cast spontaneously. At the same time, when she hands these spells, you manage your feet. Okay. So spontaneous casting. Cool. Okay. Yeah, we're going to take a look at what some of these hexes are and what the spirits and all of that are after we go over these archetypes. Next, we have Speaker for the Past. We get Mysteries of the Past. Okay, so this is kind of like an oracle situation. So you get like these revelations and stuff too. Okay, so yeah, so Mystery of the Past. You gain Knowledge World, Perception, and Use Magic Devices class skills, and you get to add spells to your spell list. You still get a Spirit and Spirit Magic. No Spirit Animal, though. And then you get Revelations, and you use Wisdom instead of Charisma, because you're a Shaman, not an Oracle. So you get these Revelations of the Past. And then your Hexes. But you only get, like, the one Spirit, though. Okay. Yeah. I like that. I like kind of like the hybrid archetypes a lot. Overseer I have looked at before. It's pretty much the same, except that you get you replace the spirit magic spells from your spirit, and instead gain controlling magic. So you get hypnotism, hideous laughter, hold person, crushing despair, feeble mind, serenity, power word blind, irresistible dance, dominate monster. So those replace your spirit magic spells, but other than that, it looks to be like this is exactly the same as a shaman. That's the only difference. Which is pretty cool if you're into like enchantment magic or debilitating magic. You kind of just focus in on it despite what spirit you chose. So I kind of like that. It's like having a different spirit option. A little more versatility, I guess. Witch Doctor. So Witch Doctor seems to me that you give up some hexes for some healing abilities. So you get channel positive energy. Shaman level -3 for your effective cleric level. But there are feats for that to fix everything. And then counter curse. You can choose to lose any prepared spirit magic spell that is 3rd level or higher to cast dispel spontaneously or remove curse. Oh, on an ally, including yourself. If she forfeits a spirit magic spell higher than 3rd level, you gain a +2 sacred bonus on your caster level check to dispel the spell or remove the curse. In that +2 increases as you sacrifice higher spell levels. That's cool. So you give up a couple hexes and you gain some like positive energy channeling and the ability to just like dispel magic and remove curses. I like that a lot. Other than that, it looks to be the same. So that's really cool. I think the thing I like a lot about some of these like caster archetypes is like martial class archetypes can totally change the way the martial class functions, and these caster archetypes only change things like really slightly because they don't have a lot to offer in terms of class features most of the time for casters. So I think that's so fascinating. So I really like the Witch Doctor. The Spirit Warden, all about killing spirits. So instead of having spirit magic spells, you replace those with Blessing of Life and Courage, Halt Undead, Death Ward, Disrupting Weapon, Undeath to Death, Invisibility, Mass Invisibility, Control Undead, and Foresight. So it's Restless Magic. Okay. Unnatural Mean, +2 bonus to Intimidate and Demoralize a Foe. Okay. You can channel positive energy. You can only use it to harm undead creatures. Okay. And you're the same level as your cleric level. That's interesting. That's cool. There's a lot of undead in this game, so a big anti-undead AoE is always fun. And then Laugh at Death. +4 insight bonus on saving throws against death effects. Yep. Seems alright. Yeah. Haha, I won't die. Okay, very cool. Possessed Shaman. This to me seems like it was kind of like similar, like a Shaman Spiritualist hybrid, which is kind of cool. Select one skill and adds it to the list of your class skills. In addition, the Possessed Shaman treats the skill as if she had a number of ranks in them equal to your Shaman level and uses Wisdom modifier in place of the ability modifier. That's great if you want a Persuasive Shaman. Get that Persuasion instantly in there. That's awesome. Crowded Vessel. Whenever you fail a saving throw against a charm or compulsion spell, you can attempt a new saving throw at the end of your next turn as the spirits inside you attempt to regain control. Great. Okay, that's fun. Yeah. And then Wandering Skill. And you select another shared skill. Wow. And you barely give up, like, anything for that. Like, the revelations you give up is 1. Really? 1. You give up 1 revelation for that, and one of your wandering hexes, or one, sorry, not revelations, hexes. These are hexes. You give up one hex and one wandering hex for those abilities, and I think those are dope. Having more wisdom-based skills for your wisdom-based caster? Yes, please. And then Draconic Shaman, where you get a pet Drake, or a companion Drake. You don't get a primary spirit, but you still get the wandering spirit. And spirit magic and all that. But instead of a primary spirit and a familiar, you get a Drake companion. Aha. Okay. Pretty cool. Get a baby dragon. Dragon baby. Alright. Let's take a look at some of these spirits. I'm going to kind of go through these like this. And then you guys can pause the video and take a look at exactly what they do. So, Battle Spirit, Bone Spirit, Flame Spirit, Heavens, Life, Lore, Nature, Stone, Waves, and Wind. Okay, so those are the spells associated. We'll just pick one. And then these are the familiars. You'll know these are the same familiars that a wizard gets or any other familiar class gets, so
Enemy near.
we're gonna kind of go through this, and I want to see these hexes. Show me the hexes. Okay. So we're not going to be able to go through and see what each spirit's hexes are, because that would be so much back and forth. But you guys can take a look at those if you try out this mod. But we will see the Battle Spirit, Battle Master, Battle Ward, Curse of Suffering, Hampering Hex, Chant, Draconic Resilience, Evil Eye, Fortune, Fury, Healing, Intimidating Display, Misfortune, Secret, Ward, Wings 1, Witch Hex. Ah, the Witch Hexes. You guys will see those when we look at Witch. I've played a Witch. Wings 2. Shapeshift. If you want to see any of these others, I suggest checking out this class and clicking on these spirits and seeing what's available. Hexes are so fun to play with. I played my most recent playthrough. I played a witch character, and I just absolutely love hexes. So when we get into witch, we'll get into what the witch hexes can do for sure. But these are so fun to play with. I enjoy these a lot. This is the Shaman. I think they're pretty cool. I haven't played around with Shaman, but I'm excited to play with the Shaman companion in Wrath of the Righteous. So that'll be exciting. Speaking of Wrath of the Righteous, it's coming out around the corner. So make sure you're keeping up with that and all the other updates that Alcat gives out. But this is the Shaman. It is in the Call of the Wild mod, as I have said before, on the Nexus. The links for that are in the description below, so please check those out, or check that mod out and any other mods that I've posted. They're all fun to play, whether you're new or a veteran. Thank you for being here. I hope you found this video helpful, or maybe convince you to get the mod or test out this class and see what's what. If any of this is related to the Shaman and Wrath of the Righteous, and it somehow helped you with that, great. But I am UnsungNPC. This is Pathfinder Kingmaker, and I will catch you guys in the next